So next up is going to be a race between Leah and Drywall for Blaze in the Deep Blue. So you two can introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Leah. I have been running this game since for about a year now. It's a very fun game. I run a lot of other games, but I'm going to hand it over to Drywall so I don't take too long here.
I'm Drywall. I also run games, but they're usually Sonic. But I ran this one because it's Love Live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and I'm Free Fall. I'm going to be doing commentary today between these two. It should be a good race. These two are the two fastest runners of this game, at least for the 60 FPS category. So it should be a good one.
I'm excited. How you feeling, Leah?
Yeah, I've not done enough practice, but I think I'll be fine.
That's okay. Me too. Are you ready for a countdown whenever?
Yeah, I'm ready. Uh, um, let's just count ourselves down. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Good luck,
All
everyone.
right.
We will need it for this game.
So
It's true.
this is Rohane the Parhelion, Blaze in the Deep Blue. It is a game made by Inti Creates, which is a very popular indie developer. They made a Metroidvania game in style of the anime. And basically, what you're seeing right now is both Drywall and Leah doing slide chaining. This is done by holding kind of diagonally towards the ground and pressing A rhythmically. It is actually a pretty tight timing to do. It looks like one continuous slide, but it's actually multiple chained together. About once every second you have to press the button. So they're going to be doing that all over the place, and it's very important to be hitting the slide chains. What they just made was the Qatar, which is a sub-weapon that you're going to be seeing, a little blade thing that they can use. That's going to be very important in combination with Lilaps, which is the wolf character that they're using to attack. So those are like our two main attacks in early game that we're going to be using. Right now, we're in the opening area of the game. This is Sunken Temple. So the game has 9 main areas that you have to traverse through. And at the end of each one, there's going to be a boss fight, followed by one of the members of Aquars, or the idol group that Rohane is a part of. One of the main characters from Love Live you're going to unlock in each area. And then once you have all of them, you're going to go to the final area to complete the game. Let's see. Yeah, this is Leah. Yeah, they're both in the warp rooms right now, actually. So right now they're doing a warp segment. That's what these portals are. And the thing about the warp rooms is that they're entirely random. There's a pool of rooms that you can warp to, and you will get anywhere between 2 and 5 per warp segment. I'm not sure how many Leah just got there. Were you counting?
3.
3? Yep, so 3's pretty good.
Oh, I'm getting 4+.
Yeah, Drywall's entering his 4th room now, so you can already see that RNG plays a big factor in this game. This is just one example of it, but it is a very prominent example. Like, you want to be getting not a whole lot of warp rooms. Luckily, Drywall's ending at 4. That was a little scary there. You can see Drywall's health is pretty low as well. You have to be very careful because the only way... Well, you can use potions to heal, but the main way is to touch one of those lighthouses that Drywall just passed by to heal you. That's like considered a save point. And so Leah's been fighting the first boss here in Sunken Temple. Just finished it up actually. Drywall's entering it. And basically we're going to be alternating between Lilaps and the Qatar, like I was saying, to deal damage really quickly. And you'll see that Drywall is jumping into the air before he does these attack chains because you're able to chain them together faster when you're airborne. And using that technique, he's dealing damage to the boss much faster than you would be able to normally. And that was pretty good.
Acceptable.
Yeah. Leah just left Sunken Temple after unlocking Chica, so that's the first member of Aquars that I was talking about. Each member that you unlock has a different ability you can use. So Chica, you'll see it on Drywall's screen here. She can move blocks with their cannon. And the cannon also stuns enemies, which we'll see a little bit later on. So, we're entering into the second area of the game. This is Grotto. We're not going to be finishing Grotto right away. This is very much an open world game, so we're going to be sometimes just passing through areas, not completing them right away. This is an example of that. We are actually on our way to the ruins, which is going to be the second area that we actually complete. So we're just making a quick detour here through this area. One of my favorite songs in the game. Just aesthetically, I think Grotto's really cool. Okay, so right there, Leah just passed through a crab enemy, like a big crab enemy. One funny thing about this game is that I mentioned that they're playing on 60 FPS. That's actually really important because it means that their sliding speed is capped. The other option you're allowed to play this game on is 120 FPS if you have the means to do so. And this crab enemy is an example of an enemy that you can slide under only if you're playing on 120 FPS because your slide is fast enough. On 60, it's not possible to do.
Yeah, it's true. I'm like, am I the only person who runs both 120 and 60? I'm not sure, but
I'm pretty sure.
okay. Yeah, I made sure to set it to 60 for the race.
That was a good skip by Leah there. She got the Sea Deity's Charm early. You're going to see it on Drywall screen soon here. But basically what we can do is we can jump towards a platform we're not supposed to be able to reach without the double jump yet. And as long as we spam the Qatar, it's going to stall us in the air and give us enough horizontal distance to actually barely make it onto this platform here. Good job by Drywall doing it. What that unlocks, what's in that chest, is the Sea Deity's Charm, which allows us to traverse underwater segments, which we're going to need later. You actually saw in Grotto a little bit, if you were paying attention, that Rohane floats at the surface of the water. You can't dive down underneath it. Ooh.
I just crit me.
Leah just took a crit. But yeah, Sea Deity's Charm lets you do that. So yeah, that's one thing I haven't talked about yet. Another instance of RNG in this game is the damage rolls. Each attack, both that Rohane does or that is inflicted on Rohane, are all random amounts.
Oh god.
So,
oh god. No.
Oh god, Leah, get out of there. Okay.
We're good.
Yeah, she.
Not supply chain. It's all
Yeah. So because the damage rolls are random in this game, that rock chasing after her, it could have killed her. I think it had a very strong chance of killing her if it hit, but she could have got lucky and got a low roll and maybe it wouldn't have killed. So you never know quite how much damage things are going to do in this game. That's why you see the numbers flashing on screen every time an attack hits. Sometimes you get really lucky and you crit the boss a bunch and you end up killing it really fast. Sometimes you get really unlucky and maybe you're passing through an area and then something crits you for like 100 damage and you just die unexpectedly. Like,
hey, I love Rohane.
Yeah, this game is very like unpredictable and scary at times, so you have to try to prepare your best for like any situation. So this boss that they've both been fighting, you actually fight this guy 3 different times throughout Ruins, and the idea is you switch between Chica to stun his shield, or like when he puts his shield up you shoot him with Chica to stun him, and then the idea is you switch back to Lilaps and do the attack chaining that I was talking about before. That's kind of the way you want to deal with this guy. We are coming up on another warp segment here. Most areas in the game have just one warp segment outside of, I believe Coral Hill is the only one that we don't have to do one for in any percent. But same situation as last time. We can get anywhere between 2 and 5 rooms. We're hoping to see 2, and the rooms that we get are random. So there's Leah's first room there. Drywall's heading towards the entrance of the warp segments. This is Leah's second room. We actually have an interesting one here. Ooh, we didn't get the drop we wanted.
Well, there's my musical score, lol. Good thing I didn't die.
That's funny. That big red fish enemy that Leah fought has a chance of dropping an important item, but unfortunately we didn't see it yet. That will become pretty crucial later. Would have been nice to get it now, but it's fine. And this is our third and final fight here with the beetle. Same situation, just shoot him when he puts his shield up, deal damage when we can. How many rooms was that, Drywall? That didn't seem like many.
3.
3 rooms, not bad.
Yeah.
I think that's what Leah got as well, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, at the end of the fight, he jumps into the middle. If you're quick, yeah, you can get him before these guys start attacking you. That wasn't too bad of a fight, though.
What?
Oh, God.
I accidentally opened the menu.
Menu jump scare. Alright, and now we unlock Kanon. This is the second member of Aquars that we get out of the 8. She can drop her robot frog friend to, like, destroy stone platforms. That's, like, his main use. Kanon's not very useful, but in certain situations, she can be helpful. So, yeah, pretty close race so far. Leah heading into Sunken Volcano. This is probably the scariest stretch of the game right here, depending on how you play it. I was saying before, the main way that we heal is by taking save points, and you're incentivized to kind of skip as many as you can in a speedrun setting, but dying is very detrimental in this game, so I believe both of our runners are probably going to be playing it safe for the most part and taking a lot of the save points that they theoretically could be skipping. But anyway,
I don't know if anybody mentioned this. I crafted the earring at the first beetle fight just in case. Gives me 25 extra HP, so it gives me more leniency for the early game.
Oh, true.
That's like a marathon run thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's like one entire aspect of the game I haven't really covered is you might see it on the left side of the screen whenever they break pots and stuff or like certain enemies. You just get certain materials from things that you can then use in the pause menu to cast and equip items. And these items have different buffs and different stats, and that's like one cool thing about this game is you can kind of personalize the way you play it depending on what you want to make. Like Drywall was saying, he crafted an earring really early on, which is something that he only does like during marathon runs, just to be a little bit safer, so you can be smart about it in that way. And on that note too, we are looking for this point, or at this point, for certain items to craft Buster Sword, which is something that we're going to be needing in a little bit, not right now, but soon. We want to be seeing the materials we need for Buster Sword, which is going to replace our Katar that we've been using, the little knife thing. We want to make like a big sword we can use. It's the best sub-weapon in the game, and it's going to be extremely helpful to us. There's certain things we're looking for. So one of the things we need for Buster Sword are Great Axe Fragments, and that's the item that those big fish guys can drop that are on Leah's screen right now, actually. These guys can drop Great Axe Fragments. Hopefully we see at least one of them in this room. She's going to need 3 of them. Okay, there's her first one. That's good. So we're going to need 3 of those for Buster Sword, and we're also going to need 5 Tide Lights. And those are just going to kind of show up randomly in like pots and stuff, hopefully. They can end up being a pretty heavy reset point because they're rather rare and we do need them. So we might see one or both of our runners farming for those for a little bit in the next area of the game, just so that we can get Busted Sword. It really is that important to have, so we'll want to see it. The reason we're in Sunken Volcano, we're not finishing this area. This is another instance where we're just kind of passing through, specifically for the double jump, which Leah is coming up on here. The Fallen Angel Wings, I think they're called, technically. The double jump is a very important item for reasons that are probably self-explanatory. Just easier to get around, and it's helpful to not have to like go back for them later, just get them now. And so you can see we're back in Grotto now after getting the double jump, and we're actually heading to a warp segment in Grotto, and we need to go through this warp segment to get to the boss fight. So this time we actually are here to complete Grotto, we're not just passing through.
Oh, Leah strat right here. Damage freeze on this guy. Easy win.
That is the Leah strat.
Yeah.
Oh, I get to do the Leah strat too. Yes.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about this game. Because the warp rooms are random, like, there are some strats that you're only going to do in some runs if you end up seeing the room that you can do them in, if that makes sense.
Would there be some time for me to promote the donations?
Sure, go ahead.
So, we currently don't have any new donations, but we are raising money for the Stand Up to Cancer Foundation, and we have a link pinned in the chat where you can donate. The donation goal for the entire marathon is $5,000, and as you can see, there's a donation goal for $5,000 called Ahead Shaving Time, which I believe means that the organizer of the event, TanaQ here, is gonna go bald if we reach that. So if you want
That's
to see
crazy.
that, make sure to donate. It's all for a good cause. All the money goes directly to the cause. So yeah. Back to you guys.
Nice. Alright, so what we're doing now, we're stopping at the parlor, which is where we can buy items. And we're buying offense talismans, which is like a brief offense buff we get, and they're very good for boss fights. So that's what we're going to be doing here on the Grotto boss.
that's good.
And
Diamond
also-
ring.
I'm sorry, Drywall.
Oh yeah. So yeah, this is the point of the run too, where we're kind of looking for better equips. And Leah happened to get the materials she needed for a very powerful, not weapon. What would you call it? Accessory. It's called the Analytic Spectacles, and they increase your crit rate by a significant amount. So you're going to be seeing a lot more crits on Leah's side, and it speeds up that fight quite a bit. That was a very good fight. And Drywall right behind right now. Not too bad.
Yeah, I got 2 rooms in Grotto 2.
That's what you know.
No, Grotto 1, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
If I may ask, how did you all get into speedrunning this game?
I think we're all just fans of the anime, to be honest. I
Yeah.
think that's how this game got on our radar. And just fans of Love Live and fans of speedrunning, so it just kind of was a no-brainer for all of us, I think.
Yeah.
And the game's it's just very interesting. There's so many little like mechanics to it that you can master. It's a cool game.
Yeah, it pretty much just is Love Live, considering we all run like vastly different types of games, not like Metroidvanias.
Is it a difficult game to learn?
We
I'd
have a
say
rank going. It's not too bad, honestly. You really just go. Finishing your first one will be really difficult, but after that, it's not too bad. Like, the biggest barrier to break is just finishing your first run. That took me a while, for sure. Okay.
yeah. I think the thing about this game is that like it's gonna troll you a lot before you understand like all the things that can go wrong. Like I was saying, like dying is like really detrimental, and like the crits and stuff that can randomly happen. Like the game starting out is kind of troll, but if you know like backups and stuff, then it's not too bad.
I am doing a little farming here because I don't have enough Great Axe fragments. This is my second time warping back.
Oh god.
Frustrating.
Wait, how many are you at right now?
1.
Oh great.
Okay.
We need 3
Okay.
total. I only have 2, but I'm gonna keep going because there is one more guy later on that we have to kill. If I don't get it from there, though, I will have to go back.
How are the tide lights looking for both of you?
I have 3.
You. I don't keep track of them, and I really should.
Oh
but I've sent
really?
these people.
Okay. Sounds
Oh,
like
I
we're
need
at about 3
pirates, yeah.
each, 2 or 3. Like I said, we're gonna need 5 of those. I think the best spot to farm for tide lights is at the end of shipwreck, which we're getting kind of close to on Leah's side. Leah's about to pick up the what are they called? Magic gloves, something like that. I can't remember. It lets you cling onto walls and climb them.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go balls mode here. Please understand if I mess it up, I'm gonna lose a lot of time. But I
Ooh,
didn't.
nice. Yeah.
Oh, did you get you got the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that enemy that was shooting out like the little snowballs, those will freeze you if they touch you, and you fall like all the way down to the bottom of the room if that happens. If you're really fast, you can jump by all of the enemies before the snowballs have a chance to hit you, which is what Drywall was doing there. Okay, Leah's last chance for a Great Axe fragment, at least without farming.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. So now she has her 3 fragments. Now she just needs the rest of her tide lights. And the spot to farm for those is in this next room here. It's gonna be heal up there. Yeah, so these gold cannons, you're actually supposed to have a character, a Ruby, that will shield their blasts for you. But because we're here before we're unlocking Ruby, the only way we can get by him is by just tanking all of the damage. And they do a lot of damage, so this section can be kind of scary. Let's see Drywall doing the damage boost here.
Just don't get crit, lol.
Just don't get crit. Nice.
Free.
Okay.
I
So,
do
yeah.
have to grind for both fragments and tide lights, though.
Dang. Okay, yeah, Leah's looking for her last few tide lights here. She just got one there. She's probably at 4. Yeah. We don't see Buster's Sword on her cast menu yet. That's how we're gonna know that she has all the tide lights she needs.
We just got a $20 donation from GameIt.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
With no message attached. Again, if you want to donate, there's a link pinned in the chat. It's for a good cause, guys. So.
Thank you, GameIt. You
Shout
have
out to
saved my
GameIt.
life.
We are not seeing this tide light on Leah's end.
I think we're tied right now. 3 fragments, 4 tide lights. Just
Okay.
who gets it
Okay.
first? Me.
Oh, they both got their tide lights at the same time, I think. So they're.
That's how you know.
No. I need one more.
Oh, never mind. Leah needs another one.
This is what I get for not keeping track.
Okay, there we go. You got it there. Okay, so now we're heading into the shipwreck boss fight. I just call him the Grim Reaper. I don't think the bosses have like canonical names. But the thing about this boss is that you can only damage it during this phase when he's in this core phase. When he's in the Reaper phase like this, the fight can't actually progress. You just do damage to get back to the core phase where it actually has like a real life bar. So basically the way this works is the boss operates on cycles then, because we're only allowed to hit it during this phase. Ideally, you can get a 2-cycle boss fight, which Leah has probably a good chance of getting since she has the analytic spectacles. She's doing a lot of crits, so let's see if we see it.
Nah, I'm not gonna see it.
Ooh, yeah.
So
you,
I'm sorry. I've started using my talisman earlier there, because originally the strat was to use your talisman only after you get into the first core phase, but I started using it earlier just to try and get him down into that phase quicker. Because if you get a 2-cycle, then it will last for the duration of the fight anyway, which I did not get there. I lost a lot of time to those tide lights.
yeah, that was pretty rough.
I'm like plus 4 minutes on my PB.
That's just how
That's
it goes.
the RNG game.
Yeah.
Also, aren't we gonna be doing like diverging pathways here? Or do you...
Yes. We're gonna meet up by Sea of Trees warps there.
Okay, yeah, so Drywall looks like he's doing the path where we're going to unlock the save point now and then go to upgrade Hanamaru, which is the member we just unlocked. So the thing about the Aquars members that we're unlocking, they each have side quests. If we visit the parlor and talk to them, they're going to ask us to find an item in the game that we bring back to them in exchange for like a power-up. So that's actually what Drywall's doing right now. We're back in Ruins just for a brief second because we unlocked Hanamaru's side quest to find her laptop in the Ruins, which is over here. Drywall's about to get it.
Oops.
If we bring it back to her, then we're going to unlock her laptop ability, which I don't want to spoil what it is. It's very powerful. And we're going to be using that for like pretty much every boss fight from here on out. Well, actually that's not true. A lot of the boss fights, especially the one coming up. On Leah's side, so we're doing a bit of a different route. Actually, you haven't unlocked the laptop yet, right? Or did you?
I have the laptop, I've not got to Sea of Trees just yet.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe we are
Okay.
doing something right, I don't know.
That's right. So Drywall unlocked the save point in Sea of Trees that he can warp back to later, whereas Leah has not. But the upside to Leah's route is that she's just going straight to the boss, like she's already there already.
I believe it's like a second faster with optimal movement too.
Yeah,
But-
exactly 1 second faster. It looks like it should save more time, but it doesn't.
Yep, so there's what the laptop does. We spawn it in. Hanamaru's about to catch it, but if we hit it out of the air, it'll explode and do a ton of damage, especially if it crits. The thing about this attack, though, the damage rolls vary so much on it. Like, I believe it's like percent based. Like, it can do like, I don't know, I'm just gonna make up numbers, like anywhere from like 30% to like 150%. I don't know if it crits. Like, there's like a huge range. That's what I'm trying to say. So you can either get really lucky with your laptop hits or really unlucky with them, and the fight ends up taking way longer. That was pretty fast from Leah, though. This is like...
I had enough health there to knock him out in that phase. That's not very common.
Yeah, actually, those were both fast fights from both of you, actually.
That's how
Okay.
you know.
So here's where you're going to see the routes start to converge here. So Leah has to travel to Shipwreck and then go into Sea of Trees, whereas Drywall, because he's already been there, gets to warp straight to this checkpoint, and he's already in there. So that's like the advantage to doing Drywall's route, is that he already has the save point there.
Yeah, the main thing with my route is that, or rather doing Sea of Trees all in one go, I didn't find this, so I'm calling it my route, is that you're often like on not very good health after the Shipwreck boss, but what I do is immediately go to the save point, so I don't have to worry about that. Because this first section of Sea of Trees can actually like lose you a lot of health if you're not careful.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That is a tight jump.
Yeah. When Drywall's in, he just went up and got Daya's item, her Scarlet Delta suit. It's basically her like laptop equivalent. We're gonna bring that back to her in a little bit and upgrade her. And that's another really powerful move. You like shoot a motorcycle across the screen, and unlike the laptop, you can kind of spam it. Like it doesn't do as much damage as the laptop, but like the cooldown is basically nothing.
Not a big fan of these guys, to be honest. Pufferfish enemies, especially the ones that poison you, they are not very fun.
Yeah. I think Sea of Trees, we're doing the warp segment on Drywall's End right now. Sea of Trees warps can be really bad. Like there are a few really bad warp rooms you don't want to see in this area. And this is kind of one of them. I hate this room.
Yeah.
This is kind of one of them too. Actually, no, this one's not bad. I was thinking of the one where you go down.
Yeah, that one is horrible.
Yeah. Alright, so Drywall's out of the warp segment. He's going back to the parlor to give the Scarlet Delta suit to Daya and get that motorcycle ability.
I'm also gonna grab some more talisman. Oh, I don't have enough money to get all the talismans I want.
Oh.
I'm poor.
Yeah, another RNG aspect of the game. Money, of course. We need it to buy the talismans we need. Ooh, that was kind of lucky from Leah's end. She got poisoned, but she's right at the end of the warp segment, so it doesn't matter. If you get poisoned in that warp segment, like towards the beginning, it's really scary because your health's just draining and like you don't know how many more warp rooms you have to go through, so you might just die before you reach the end. So yeah, we're using Daya's ability to deal a lot of damage to this boss. There's actually a lot of attacks this boss can do that we're not gonna see because we kill it so fast.
I don't know, we might see it from my end. This is pretty bad.
Yeah, maybe if we miss a bunch of motorcycles. Oh my gosh, that was so scary.
That was close, yeah.
Holy sh-
Oops!
Oh my
I didn't die. It's fine.
Okay, one mechanic I haven't mentioned. So the green bar underneath the life bar is your darkness points. Those are like what you drain to use abilities, like this motorcycle and the laptop. Once it runs out, using those abilities will drain from your HP. That's why Leah's at literally 1 HP right now. It's because she keeps spamming the abilities. But that's optimal to do. You just have to be really careful once you're down to 1 HP to not take a single hit.
Now we have little buddy Yo. We can shoot ourselves through a cannon across the screen. It's fast. I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a funny mechanic.
Oh, what am I doing? I don't want to go back there. I don't do that right anymore.
Yeah.
I zoned out.
What we do after Sea of Trees, now that we're done with that, we actually go back to Grotto for the last time, and then we take a different path up to Coral Hill. That's going to be the next area we complete, which actually involves another warp segment. Grotto's the only area in the game that has 2. Funny enough. Looks like Drywall's getting 5 rooms. That's unfortunate. Yeah.
That's the game.
That'll give Leah a chance to catch up, probably, unless she also gets 5 rooms.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
We might be.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
The cool thing about Yo's power-up is that there are certain warp rooms where it's like it can literally send you from the beginning of the room to the end if you place it right. So this is Coral Hill on Drywall's End. This is probably my favorite area in the game, just because I think the movement's really cool and there isn't a warp segment in it.
I'm gonna try my silly movement at the beginning here. I'll probably lose time by doing it because I will probably suck at it, but I will try, just for fun.
I'm curious to see. Oh, you go this way.
Oops. Oops.
Oh yeah, Drywall trying to line this shot up. That one's very precise to go through that little crevice there.
Yeah, that's pretty much obviously not intended at all.
Wow, you guys are so
that-
close right now. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that exact different route I did to drywall at the beginning, it's a bit harder to execute and you miss out on some pots, but it does save 2 seconds if you do it optimally.
Interesting. I don't know if I've seen it.
You do it in all chests, I think.
Oh,
The
nice.
miscellaneous category that only I care about.
Once again, to watching, we are raising money for the Stand Up to Cancer Foundation. We have a link pinned where you can donate, and all the money goes directly to the foundation. And we're trying to raise $5,000 this event. If you can, be sure to donate. Back to you all.
Nice. You guys both got that cannon shot past the silencing guy. That was really good. Okay.
This boss is
Interesting.
special,
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys don't talisman this one, or I guess you guys just don't have one.
I'm saving my last talisman for the fortune teller, since I couldn't buy 6.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh man, you guys are neck and neck now. This is crazy.
Oh, this is the part where I might die, actually. The
Oh,
gold
yeah.
cannons.
No, the gold
Wait.
cannons will behave. You gotta believe. Okay, so we're going to try to motorcycle these gold cannons, and hopefully they get one shot.
No!
Okay. Okay,
Oh, that was gold
please,
call.
this one, don't troll drywall. Okay, cool. This room's kind of scary coming up. Leah gets past it. They have 1 HP. They gotta shoot the cannon.
Oops, okay, I'm losing my score. That sucks a lot.
Oh, no.
Quickly active mine, so we can at least see what it's like. That is drywall strat, ironically.
Yeah. Drow can't do his own strat. Let's kill him.
Okay, so yeah, what happens when you die in this game is it will activate the score if you have it. So the score is an item that they both got very early into the game that will revive you if you die. It's like a fairy in Zelda, and it like powers you up for about 45 seconds. That's what that like shiny emblem is behind drywall right now. It's indicating that he has the score active, and so his attack power is like increased a lot.
Yeah, you get a crit every time, so you're doing 2 times the damage of a base attack.
Mm-hmm. The reason dying though is so detrimental for the run is that the most optimal time to use the score is right at the end of the game during a boss rush segment. So if you're able to avoid dying the entire time and then use the score strategically at the end, that's going to save you a lot of time. Right now, Leah's still on track to do it. Hasn't died yet, and we are nearing the final area of the game. So hopefully we'll be able to see what it looks like.
Yeah, unfortunate, but it'd be like that.
Yeah, this will change the way Drywall has to fight the boss rush at the end of the game. Doing it without a score versus with the score is very different.
I believe it loses a lot of time, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, 40, 50 seconds? Basically, I'm cooked.
Well, you don't know. Leah could lose the scores.
I could get no heroic outcomes.
That's
Or
true,
that.
but I could do
Yeah.
that too, actually.
Also,
Drywall
just want to
going
mention
through.
that Coral Hill was really good actually on my end. I got a gold on that split.
Man, let's
nice.
go.
That was a really annoying warp room Drywall just had to do.
Yeah,
Makes
not a
you
fan of
open,
that
like,
one.
5 different doors. and we're heading to the boss of Crystalline Grotto, where we're gonna unlock our final member of Aquars, which is Mari.
We don't use Mari, and we also don't use the one we got in Coral Hill, which is Ruby. We literally never use them in the run.
Yeah. Kind of funny.
There we are.
There we go. Yeah, Leah climbing the wall there. That's like a little skip you can do to avoid turning on this lift system that's supposed to like rotate around. This boss is also pretty straightforward. It warps at the same times every fight and into relatively the same spots every fight, so you know exactly where she's gonna be. Again though, we're spamming the bike, which means we're gonna be down to 1 HP, which means we gotta be very careful not to get hit. But Leah doing a good job of that, and the fight should end pretty soon here.
Okay. Yep.
There we go. Good job.
They have no health bar, but you can kind of get a feel for when they're gonna die.
Yeah. I also love that this boss has a reference to a school idol festival in it with the beam attack.
Yeah, I miss School Idol Festival.
Yeah. Okay.
Mobile
so now,
game. Unfortunate.
So now, since we've unlocked all the Aquars members, we're able to warp back to Sunken Temple, the first area of the game, and then go to this room off to the right here that's kind of hidden away. And we can open this door that leads us to Infernal Altar, which is where, it's not the last area of the game, but it's the second to last area of the game. So the thing about Infernal Altar is that we need more materials in here, or we need specifically 2 orichalcums, they're called. And they can show up. There's one. Leah just got her first one.
I'm cooked.
So we're gonna be breaking pots, trying to find those. And orichalcums help us make the Hot-Blooded Bell, which is an accessory that we can wear that will double the damage that we do and also double the damage that we take. And so that is one of the things that helps us speed up the end of the game a lot, is by playing risky like that. You saw Leah shot into the wall and grabbed a save point, just in case we don't see our orichalcums by the end of Infernal Altar and we need to warp back and farm for them.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, but we will see it. There's her second
I have
orichalcum.
mine too.
You have both of them?
Yeah, I just got 2 of them in like 4 pots.
Oh, nice. Alright, so Jarl gets to skip the save point, actually.
Hey, I already took the save point.
Oh, did you?
I'm still gonna be breaking a few pots because I want money.
Me too.
True.
Wait a bit here before I shoot. Because of those, I had to wait a bit there because otherwise I'd get hit by that freezy gas stuff. I've not had a good time. I actually have an accessory on Fluffy Coat that negates that to some extent. That is, I don't get frozen solid, but I would still get stunned, so I don't want to do it still.
Dang, you got Specs and Fluffy Coat, that's how you know.
I'm cooked.
I was actually able to fast cycle that second. Whoops, I had the wrong character. I was actually able to fast cycle that second Ice Geyser there because I didn't need to spend time breaking more pots because I already had my orichalcums.
This room's pretty cool. So that poison gas down there is actually, it does toxic, which is like, getting poisoned, but it never wears off.
Alright, this is the alternative.
Yep.
So the cool thing is that you can only have 1 status effect at a time. So that was the best alternative for me to do there, because I screwed up and touched the poison. I would rather just not be able to use my characters for it than literally die of poison.
Yeah, she purposely got silenced so that it overwrote the poisoning that she had, which was definitely the best option there, because she 100% would have died and lost her score.
My game is lagging really heavily.
Oh no.
Sorry, that's me using my mind.
You're lagging your game using your mind.
Yeah.
That's
Get this mana
evil,
true.
man. Yeah, this is the
Okay.
last warp segment here.
So now I'm kind of scared because I'm on very low health, and this is like the hardest set of warp rooms.
Yeah,
I'd be really
we gotta be
careful even then.
careful here. We can't take a hit on Leah's side.
I do have a couple potions as backup, but I might want to save them for later. Oh.
Oh. Okay,
And I
we're
gotta be
good
really
still.
careful when I use my potions as well, because if I use a potion and then just use a bunch of bikes, I basically just not used the potion pretty
Yeah.
much. Alright.
Oh, Drywall got lucky. How many rooms was that?
4, I think.
Oh, never mind. Maybe Leah's just taking it slow.
Oh yeah, I had a lot more HP, so I could damage boost.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, it's 5 rooms.
Oh, Leah's getting 5
Oh.
rooms.
I have
What?
to get money though.
I'm so
If she
scared.
can lit. Oh, this one's scary. Oh my god. Leah has
there's
to
a
be
guy
so,
here.
so careful here.
Okay, I got the guy. It's fine. Right.
Okay, we're
I'm
out.
alive.
Let's go. Very nicely done. We kept our score to the end. Okay. So now, before we...
I want. Let's go.
Yeah. Before we head
Literally
into...
Right on money. That's
yeah.
like so lucky. Okay. Right, so final shopping trip. What I do is I grab one of each talisman, and I have literally exactly enough to do that. If I didn't, I would be farming money on these pots out here, which always have money in them. And what I also need to remember to do before I go into the boss is craft the bell. Do not forget that.
I made the wrong
You
item.
made the wrong thing.
Wait, I can save this.
Yeah, Drywall wanted to make hot-blooded bell there, but he made Orichalcum ring.
No.
But I just reloaded my save, so I'm chilling.
Oh, that's smart, actually. Yeah. Okay, that
Was this
boss
something else?
is so hard casually. It's actually kind of messed up. But in the speedrun, because we have hot-blooded bell and a talisman, it's like kind of trivial, actually.
We kill him before he does any hard attacks, and I just golded that by split by 12 seconds because I didn't have to farm.
Let's go.
Wild.
Okay, now we're in Aqua's Memoria. This is the true final area of the game. We are going to be doing a boss rush, Mega Man style, just like every boss in the game in a row here. And about halfway through it is the optimal time to use your score. So we're going to be seeing an intentional death on Leah's end during... I do it during Lava Worm. I don't know when you do it.
I also do it during Lava Worm.
Okay. Yep. So, like I was saying, when you die and the score activates, your crit rate becomes 100%. And so, if we do it at the right time, we're just going to be melting like most of these bosses. We're kind of already melting them, but with the score it's going to be even faster. Like it's going to be like basically 10-second, not even like 5-second boss fights.
Hey, it's this guy again. You find him 4 times in the game.
Yeah. On Drywall's side, he doesn't have the score, so he had to buy a lot more like healing items.
I
Because
didn't
he's
really
not
buy. I bought 2 HP refills, which probably wasn't the best idea. But I also bought.
Out of that.
Best idea.
World's End here. This phase 1. And
GG
wow,
time.
what a great race. Holy crap.
What's Rivals time?
51-32.
Oh wow.
But I
that's
split a
really-
little late.
It's really close.
What was
GG.
yours?
51:04:03 ish.
Zam. Let's go. GG's.
GG's gamers.
Yeah, thanks for having us on the marathon.
And thank you all for being here. It was a very fun game to watch.
I guess just like shout out to the Rohane speedrun community. Shout out to all the gamers. Thank you for commentating Free Fall, Joey.
Yeah, no problem. This was fun.
Shout out to John Lounge, Retroflex, Article Free Mecha, also Drywall, and myself. And also shout out to everyone else in the community. This is a very fun game, and if this interested you in any way, there's actually a free demo of this game as well that you can try out, which is a very easy speedrun to learn. It's only about 10 minutes long, so you can try that out if you want to get a feel for how the full game is before you know, buying it. But I would encourage you to get the full game as well. Very cool game to run.
It's on sale right now.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
Yeah, I guess that's it from us. Take it away, gamer.
Thank you all for being here.